What up, kings and queens? Today, I'll share some insights that I've learned since becoming a mindset coach. Now, this benefits everyone, so keep it locked right here. Let's get into it. What up, family? It's your favorite coach, Javon Wooden from Live Not Loathe. Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Live Not Loathe. Follow me on IG and Facebook at Live Not Loathe. I'm dropping videos every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and every Sunday at noon Eastern Time for can't miss content on how you can obtain your purposeful and fulfilling life. The way you perceive an event dictates your reaction. It's not the event itself that triggers your response, it's the way you look at the event. For instance, I may have just made a nice meal for dinner, and on the way to the dinner table, I trip, drop all that goodness right on the floor, only to be eaten by my handsome dog Hachi. I could bust out laughing at how clumsy I am, and you could be pissed because you've been waiting on that meal the whole night. You see, in that scenario, I choose to see humor in the situation rather than make a big deal out of it. This is possible in any situation. I remember for my born day one year, I volunteered at a children's hospice, and those kids still had the biggest smiles on their faces. Most of the children I interacted with didn't look at the terminal disease or condition as a curse. They focused instead on the time they were blessed with to spend another moment on this earth. They didn't waste time complaining. They chose to focus on the joy of the moment. Number 2, self-esteem issues are prevalent. 85% of the world suffer silently with doubt, lack of confidence, and lack of self-love. Why is that? Sure, the external pressures of society definitely play a role. But more so, we beat ourselves up internally with comparisons and negative self-talk. Number 3, many things we see as mental health issues are really issues of perception. So many of us self-diagnose our conditions because we have times when we don't feel at our best. Be careful with this because it could just be that you're going through normal human conditions. You really want to do the work necessary to train your mind to challenge illogical and harmful thoughts so you can operate in a rational, emotional, and mental rhythm. It's not easy work, but you can learn techniques on this. I teach these to my clients as part of my program. Number 4, it pays to invest in yourself. The most important investment you can make is in yourself. So I encourage you to take that course you believe will expedite your growth, or hire that therapist who would help you deal with your traumatic past, or get that coach that you know will get you out of your own way so you can live the great life you've been dreaming of. Number 5, limiting beliefs are preventing some dope people from doing some dope things. Man, I've been there with you, and I still go through it. You have to intentionally quiet that self-doubt and just go for it. Never disqualify yourself from an opportunity. Go for it with all you got, and if it doesn't work out, you've learned a lesson that can be applied to your next endeavors. Remember, it's never lost when you go for what you want. There are only lessons in that. Number 6, you need to be your number 1 fan. The same way you're celebrating everyone else winning, you need to be doing it for yourself. I don't care how small you think that win is, acknowledge your accomplishments. It sucks to be doing all this dope stuff and only looking at it as if it's something you had to do. Reframe that perspective and practice gratitude with yourself. You didn't have to do it. You got to do it, and you succeeded. Number 7, having a great support system will get you through anything if you also support yourself. It really does take a village. And that doesn't change just because you're an adult. Get you some people around you that's going to be there in good and bad times. People that push you to be better. People you can be vulnerable with and tell them when you're not okay. People who hold you accountable to being the best person you can be. Number 8, the mind is amazingly powerful. Your thoughts really are your reality. If you look at all man has accomplished, somebody probably once said that the invention or the accomplishment was impossible. But it was done anyway because someone willed it to be done. If something has been on your mind and you keep stuffing it back down, that's a sign you need to do something about it. Take action and work it out. You'll figure it out as you go. Don't be afraid to enlist help when you need it. Shoot, Steve Jobs did. He didn't know how to program a computer, but in his mind, he had grand ideas. What did he do? He got Steve Wozniak on board and they took off. Anytime an engineer at Apple said something couldn't be done, he fired them and brought in someone who was willing to make it work. Fire yourself if you need to. Bring in a version of you that's ready to grind. Number 9, empathy is a tool of healing. Being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes is a life skill. Not only does it help you in communicating, but in all aspects of life. Think about this. When you're in business, you don't sell a product or service just the way you like it. You find out the pain points of your target customers and you build your product or service to alleviate that pain. Imagine applying that across the board and reaping the benefits of understanding what someone else may be feeling. This will better your professional and personal relationships. And you'll have less stress because you aren't trying to push your agenda on others and you understand where they're coming from. And more productivity because you open yourself up to learn and apply different perspectives. Number 10, compassion is a love language. Treat others how they want to be treated, not how you want to be treated. Taking time out to find out the likes and dislikes of those around you will make any environment better. How much do you really know your spouse or your friend? How often do you check in and ask them how was their day and genuinely ask how they're doing while being attentive? How many times do you do something nice for a stranger just because, knowing you'll probably never see that person again? These are simple acts that go a long way in your happiness and in changing the human condition. We are so guarded these days that acts such as the ones I mentioned become pleasant surprises. Try doing at least one random act of kindness a day and see how it makes you feel. That's it for now, kings and queens. Be sure to join me on Sunday for ways to become more organized and increase your productivity. And if you like this shirt, check out the link below for the Live Not Load store and get you one. All right, peace.